Hello, my name is Melissa and you're tuned into Invigorating Inspiration. I have been super crazy busy the last couple weeks. I worked as a nurse and working pretty much just every single day. And then when I'm not working, I'm working on statistics homework and psychology and all of that great fun stuff, going to church and just living my best life, I guess, right? So yeah, with working all the time, I kind of get down on my goals and don't really have the inspiration to create awesome content. And sometimes I feel like, why am I even doing this? And then the last few days, I realized that what I'm doing is amazing, creating content to not only help myself, but to help everyone around me too. And I think that is just great and it's something that I shouldn't give up. I need to get my story out there. I need to get my ideas out there. And I can't even measure who it's going to impact if I just keep going on this great and powerful journey that I am on in creating change in the world. And so it's awesome. Today I'm going to read my inspiration card. And I did read it beforehand, and it says, I have the power to make change. And just comes back to what I've been kind of stumbling upon this week is I have choices. I have the choice, the power to make change in my life. If I don't like something in my life, I have the power to change it. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is we get caught in, I have this job, I am in debt, I have this and this and this, and this is the way it is, and I do not have the power to change it. And you have the power to change anything and create anything that you want in your life. Circumstances might have brought you to where you are now, but you have the power to change that. And it might take a while and you might have to put some sacrifices into getting what you want, but it can happen, you guys. There is nothing that you cannot do, become. Oh, I'm getting all red and blotchy. I'm getting nervous. That doesn't happen often. And I'm holding my phone up right now. Oh, my arm is getting sore. But you have the power to change if you don't like something. So mindset coming into this week was I'm a failure because this weekend I totally ate junk. I ate so bad, and I've been trying this 8-week challenge and I was doing good, and this weekend I ate 100% not what I was supposed to eat. And coming into Monday, I just changed my mindset and I realized that one bad day does not affect my whole life. I am on a consistent and working towards that consistent end goal, and that is what I have in mind, and that's what I have to remember. One bad day of eating doesn't create it, and also one good day of eating does not create good habits. It's consistency over time that we have to realize is what's going to get us to our goals and to where we want to be. For an example, I used to work full-time nights as a nurse. And I think I'm going to start bringing a lot of nursing analogies into my content and what I come up with, just because that's where I can relate best. And I hope it can relate to a lot of you. And yeah, so I used to work as a nurse full-time nights for about 8 months, and I was not sleeping. I was very unsocial because I would work 3 nights in a row, get 2 nights off, work 2 nights, get 2 nights off, work 2 nights, and that was the consistent cycle. So I worked every second weekend plus weekdays during the week, 12-hour nights. So when I wasn't at work, I would try to switch my schedule back around to working days, but then I was just tired and groggy, and then I'd have to switch my schedule back around to nights when I went back to work. And I realized, after 8 months of doing this, that this is not the kind of life that I want to live. And it took a long time for me to actually get up the courage to be able to quit and resign from my full-time position because I had this goal, like I'm going to pay off my student loans as fast as I can, and then I'm going to be able to go travel. And like, I just realized that it's like having a good, how do I word this? Having, like, it's not as important to risk your life, like risk your happiness for work and for money. And that's what I'm trying to say, basically, that you are better than your 9-to-5 job, and you have so much more to offer the world. And yes, you need to make money, and yes, you need an income, but there are other ways to do that than working a job that you don't like or that you're not happy with. Everyone has the choice to make change. And it's just, do you want the change bad enough? I wanted the change bad enough, so I quit my full-time night position. And you know what? I have 3 casual jobs now. And all those 3 jobs, there is not like one day that I am worried that I'm going to get work. And I am able to create my own schedule now. I don't work the days that I don't want to work. I don't want to work Sundays, so I don't pick up shifts Sunday. I still get enough shifts, plenty of shifts throughout the week that I don't have to worry about my income. And I created that for myself. And yes, it was scary at first because I didn't want to quit my full-time night position. That was a really good amount of income that I was making. And I didn't want to quit that, but I knew my way of life, my mental health, my well-being was like, it was nothing compared to what I have now. I am able to sleep through the night. I can go out and socialize when I want. I can work on my statistics and psychology. I can plan for my future, and I'm still making a decent amount of money, and I created this for myself. And so you have the power to make change in any situation, in any circumstance. And don't tell me that you don't. And if you need help with this, I am more than willing to talk to you about it, and we can work out a plan or figure something out for it, because this is what I love to do. I love to help people. My brother, I was talking on the phone with him the other day, and I'm not gonna mention anything about what he's going through, but he told me some things, and as soon as he said it, I was like, well, you can do this, and you can do this, and you can do this, and I'm just that type of person. Like, when I see a problem, I just want to help, and I just want to be there for you, and I just want to just get all up in your business. And sometimes people don't like that very much, but you know what? I've been on such a fast track of personal growth in the last 2 years, and I feel like I do have a lot to offer, and I am very knowledgeable in a lot of things. And I know that I don't know everything, but if I don't know something, then I can figure it out. So I want to create a community here where we can work together, and where we can help each other out, and we can connect and give each other guidance, because I know there's a lot more people going through the things that I went through and the things that you're going through. And so I think that is what I'm going to try to do in the next following weeks, months, years, is just try to create a community where people can feel safe to come and connect and support each other and just live abundant lives by making the choice and choosing that you can change. And change doesn't have to be something that you do alone, and it will be scary because lots of people don't want to make those big decisions. Lots of people honestly don't even know that they are making bad decisions sometimes. Like for my eating habits, for instance, there's a lot of times where, like when I was eating very unhealthily, like you don't even realize it until you start eating healthy, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is actually like the proper way to do things, right? So lots of the times you think you're stuck in that rut, and you don't even realize maybe that you are in a rut. And until you start, like one thing I'm starting to do is track. Like I'm going to start tracking every single day the things that I want to improve on, the things that just to like start noticing things in my life that I could maybe do better at. So for instance, like tracking how much water I drink in a day, or how much I'm eating, and how much I'm working out, and tracking how many hours I'm spending working on statistics and psychology, and just things that are very important to me. Maybe tracking how many cups of coffee I drink a day, which is, gosh knows, way too many cups. But it's just being aware and being conscious of the decisions that you're making, because it is possible to make change, but you have to be aware of what you want to change and like what your end goal is. So you have to be very precise, you have to be very consistent, and you have to make the decision that you do want change. Anyway, you have the power to change, and I hope you have a great day. I am not gonna make a super drastic goal for myself here, but I just want to create community through sharing my stories with you guys. So I'm going to keep this up, and something is going to come of it. I know. And I'm just going to get my ideas out there, and we'll see what happens. But I hope you guys have a great day. If you want to connect with me, I would love to just hear what you're going through. And yeah, I hope you have a great and awesome Thursday.